we wrap up the Volquest positional previews talking about the coaching staff. It's year 5 for Josh Heupel. He's got some new coaches on his staff this year, like he kind of has every year. It's not been like a wholesale change, just 1 or 2 here and there. This year, same coordinators again with Joey Halsley and Tim Banks. How much does the continuity help?
Well, I think anytime you can have continuity, it's good. I think particularly on the defensive side of the ball, with how good they've been, I think that continuity is there. Offensively, you feel good about your continuity in the run game. They've got to throw it better. They've got to be better. They've got to be more explosive. Is that play calling? I don't want to put that on Joey Halsley necessarily, but for whatever reason it was, whether it was personnel, play calling, whatever, they've got to be more dynamic. They've got to be more explosive. We know they've tweaked some things offensively. What do those tweaks look like? And then I think the other thing about this staff that's interesting, I mean, two things. One, you got a bunch of guys on expiring contracts, which is always interesting to see how that plays out during the season as the season goes along. But the bigger thing is the help that Josh Heupel brought in the analyst role. He has really taken to bringing in veteran guys in those analyst roles. And I think it's going to make this staff better on both sides of the ball. I mean, you look at Alan Williams on defense, big fan of what he's gotten done there. And then obviously offensively, you bring in a lot of experience, to help out Joey Halsley and help out the offense as well.
Yeah, Seth Luttrell comes in, been a head coach, has been an offensive coordinator. His offenses have had a lot of success. He did not, for whatever reason, have a ton of success last year at Oklahoma. Bad quarterback play, a lot of injuries, whatever you want to say. I think he comes in and can be a real help because, one, he knows Josh Heupel. Those two have been close since they were teammates at Oklahoma 20-plus years ago. And then he knows Joey Halsley. So I think that having that different set of eyes and really a firm voice, I think can really help the offense a lot.
Yeah, and then on defense, you throw in Marion Hobby up front. Yep. I mean, is there anybody in the country that's got more defensive line experience than this Tennessee line does in terms of a coaching standpoint? So I love the way they've approached the analyst roles. And I'm all for young guys getting opportunities to be coaches, don't get me wrong. But I think when you have a chance to bring in a veteran guy who's got some new ideas, who's comfortable with who they are, these guys they're not looking to show up anybody. They're looking to go about, continuing to work. And maybe they get another opportunity, maybe they don't. We'll see. But I just love what they've done with that style of coach coming in, a guy with that much experience.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It would be it's a big year, just with the changes of quarterback. To me, a change in philosophy because you didn't go heavily into the portal back in the winter or the spring. You dabbled a little bit, but for the most part, you kind of stayed away from it, and you're basically pushing some of the younger talent that you brought in, that you gave a bunch of NIL money to the field.
Well,
and it's a change of philosophy for me. So I think, we'll see how it works out, but I think if the younger players prove they can play, then I think all of a sudden, that's a real check in the box for Josh Heupel.
Well, and I think if you're Josh Heupel, you have great – first of all, he loves the underdog role.
Yeah, he does.
Because he likes to keep receipts, so he knows what everybody's saying. He understands that people are talking about quarterback play, and they're talking about the offense taking the big step back, and they're being counted out by a lot of people. I think the schedule can be favorable for them in some ways. Obviously, you got Georgia early in the season, which may not be the greatest thing, but you sit there where you are. You hit the month of October, you can put yourself in a prime position to be right back in the playoff hunt with this schedule. You're just going to have to do something on the road, and I think that's the other challenge. Can this program kind of get over that road hump? They won at Oklahoma, but they still haven't been a great road team in big ball games. Can they play well on the road at Alabama? Can they play well on the road at Florida?
Places they've not won since I was in school.
Yeah, so that's the thing about this coaching staff. They were good at Alabama 2 years ago in the first half, missed some opportunities, then it got away from them. Florida, they just haven't been very good down there, so they've got to play better against the Gators. They get them late in the year, which is unusual, so we'll see what that looks like. But I think this program's got a firm foundation and firm set. It's they're established. Can they find a little bit more explosive-wise on offense than what they were a year ago with better quarterback play? And you got young receivers. A lot of pressure on Kelsey Pope to get some young receivers together. That's the thing. This coaching staff has to get young players ready quickly because this is not going to be just this old, steady Eddie experienced football team across the board.
Year 5 coming up. Kicks off in just a matter of days with fall camp. We'll get you all set for that and so much more as this 2025 season is just over a month away at Volquest.com. He's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price.